In recent times, discussions about the Mahdi's arrival have intensified. Some claim he is already among us, while others await his emergence. This video delves into Islamic teachings to explore these claims and understand the Mahdi's role in the liberation of Jerusalem. The Mahdi, meaning the guided one, is a significant figure in Islamic eschatology. He is believed to be a descendant of the Prophet Muhammad, destined to restore justice and equity in the world. While the Quran does not mention him explicitly, numerous hadiths describe his characteristics and mission. It's essential to distinguish between authentic teachings and popular myths surrounding the Mahdi. Several hadiths provide insights into the Mahdi's identity and mission. For instance, it's narrated that the Mahdi will have a high forehead and a prominent nose, and he will fill the earth with fairness and justice, as it was filled with oppression and injustice. These descriptions help believers recognize the Mahdi when he appears and differentiate him from impostors. Islamic traditions outline specific signs that will precede the Mahdi's emergence. These include widespread injustice, natural disasters, social unrest, and the rise of false prophets. Observing current global events, some believe these signs are manifesting, suggesting the Mahdi's arrival may be imminent. However, interpretations vary, and caution is advised in drawing conclusions. Islamic traditions indicate that the Mahdi will emerge in Mecca, specifically near the Kaaba. He will be recognized by a group of righteous individuals who will pledge allegiance to him between the Black Stone and the Maqam Ibrahim. This event signifies the beginning of his mission to restore justice and equity. Significance of Mecca as the Mahdi's place of emergence underscores the city's central role in Islamic eschatology. It is the spiritual heart of Islam, and the Mahdi's appearance there symbolizes a return to the core values of the faith. This setting also serves as a unifying point for Muslims worldwide. The Pledge of Allegiance, or Bay'at, is a critical moment that marks the Mahdi's acceptance as a leader. It is said that this pledge will be given reluctantly, indicating the Mahdi's humility and the sincerity of his mission. This event will occur during a time of great turmoil, making the Mahdi's emergence a beacon of hope. Thus, understanding the location and circumstances of the Mahdi's appearance helps believers recognize the signs and prepare spiritually. It emphasizes the importance of Mecca, not just as a physical location, but as a symbol of unity and divine guidance in times of crisis. Among the signs associated with the Mahdi's emergence is the appearance of black banners from the region of Khorasan. These banners are meant to signify the support for the Mahdi and the beginning of his campaign against oppression. The people carrying these banners will be steadfast and committed to justice. Symbolism of the black banners has been interpreted in various ways. Some see it as a literal event, while others view it metaphorically, representing the rise of a movement or ideology aligned with the Mahdi's principles. Historically, similar banners have been used in different contexts, adding complexity to the interpretation. The region of Khorasan, encompassing parts of modern-day Iran, Afghanistan, and Central Asia, holds historical significance in Islamic histories. Its mention in the context of the Mahdi's emergence highlights the geographical diversity of the support he will receive. This underscores the universal appeal of his mission. While interpretations may vary, the concept of the black banners serves as a reminder of the widespread yearning for justice and the collective effort required to achieve it. It encourages believers to reflect on their own roles in supporting truth and righteousness. The question of whether the Mahdi is currently alive has been a topic of discussion among scholars. Some traditions suggest that he has already been born and is in concealment, awaiting the divine command to emerge. Others believe that he will be born in the future when the time is right. Differing views stem from various interpretations of hadith and historical accounts. The concept of occultation, particularly in Shia Islam, supports the idea of the Mahdi being alive but hidden from public view. This belief emphasizes patience and trust in divine wisdom. Zawadas, in contrast, some Sunni scholars argue that the Mahdi has not yet been born, citing the absence of definitive evidence of his existence. They focus on the importance of recognizing the signs of his appearance rather than speculating about his current status. This perspective encourages vigilance and preparedness. Zawadas, regardless of the differing opinions, the emphasis remains on the Mahdi's role in restoring justice and guiding the Ummah. Believers are encouraged to focus on personal development, adherence to Islamic principles, ensuring they are ready to support the Mahdi when he does appear. The liberation of Jerusalem is a significant event associated with the Mahdi's mission. Islamic tradition suggests that he will lead a campaign to free the city from oppression, establishing justice and peace. This event is seen as a fulfillment of divine prophecy and a turning point in history. Zawadas, the Mahdi's efforts in Jerusalem will be supported by a united Muslim army, reflecting the collective commitment to righteousness. His leadership will inspire unity and determination among believers, transcending national and ethnic boundaries. This unity is crucial for the success of his mission, but the Jihad Asaicher and the Fishanab, the Fearless, all highlighted in Islamic eschatology. It is believed that Shi'as will descend and join the Mahdi, praying behind him and supporting his leadership. This collaboration symbolizes the harmony between different prophets and their shared goal of establishing truth. The liberation of Jerusalem under the Mahdi's leadership serves as a reminder of the importance of justice, unity, faith. It encourages believers to strive for these values in their own lives, preparing themselves for the eventual fulfillment of these prophecies. Some narrations about the Mahdi are rarely discussed, come from classical sources that aren't all of it in public sermons or books. For example, some narrations speak of a solar and lunar eclipse happening in the same month of Ramadan, before his emergence. This is unusual and not known to occur naturally, which makes it a powerful sign in Islamic tradition. These lesser-known prophecies add depth to the narrative of the Mahdi, give believers more to think about when analyzing signs. Other narrations describe unusual natural phenomena or political events that sound strange at first. For instance, some texts mention army sinking into the desert near Mecca when it tries to confront the Mahdi. This event is destined to be so sudden and clear that it will be undeniable. Classical scholars mentioned it as a sign that would affirm his truth to the world. Though debated in terms of chain authenticity, these narrations are often treated seriously in end times discussions. Rare books of hadith, like those compiled by early scholars before Bukhari and Muslim, include references that never made it into mainstream texts. These narrations may lack strong chains of transmission, but they still influenced how Muslims through history imagined the Mahdi's era. Even today, many of these stories spread quickly online, sometimes without context. It's important to study them carefully, using both reason and tradition. These hidden gems provide a broader picture of Islamic eschatology. They help us understand the spiritual, political, and natural changes that may surround the Mahdi's emergence. While not all should be taken at face value, they remind us how deep and complex the tradition is. They also show that the idea of the Mahdi has fascinated Muslims for centuries, not just in theology, but in daily hope and imagination. Living in a time filled with confusion and unrest can feel overwhelming. Many people search for answers, wondering if the Mahdi will appear. While it's natural to think about the signs, the best response is spiritual preparation. This includes increasing prayer, seeking knowledge, and building characters. Focusing on inner growth ensures that when major events unfold, we respond with strength and clarity. Another important step is to avoid false claims. Throughout history, people have pretended to be the Mahdi or claimed to know him personally. These individuals often lead others into confusion or even danger. Islam teaches believers to be cautious and verify information. Trustworthy scholars always emphasize patience and deep reflection over emotional reactions. Following this advice keeps the community safe from deception. Building unity is also part of the preparation. The Mahdi's mission is one of justice and harmony, so creating that within our families and communities is a way to support his message even before he arrives. Avoiding arguments, helping others, and being fair in daily life reflects the values he will stand for. This is how believers stay connected to his purpose, even if they never live to see him directly. Hope and action go hand in hand. Thinking about the Mahdi isn't just about waiting, it's about becoming someone who would support him wholeheartedly. That starts with living Islam sincerely and spreading goodness wherever possible. Whether he comes in this lifetime or the next, preparing our hearts is always the right choice. The mission of justice begins with small actions done with sincerity and faith. The question about the Mahdi's arrival is both compelling and complicated. Signs have appeared across history, and many feel we're living in a time full of clues. Still, no one can confirm his presence without clear evidence. Islam teaches believers to stay aware but not obsessed. The key is balance, being informed while staying grounded in practice. What's certain is the Mahdi's role will be profound. He is expected to bring justice, unite the Ummah, and prepare the way for a greater spiritual transformation. His story reminds us of the power of faith and the promise of divine justice, no matter how dark the world may seem. These promises are deeply rooted in authentic Islamic sources and echo through centuries of belief. Whether the Mahdi is near or far, his values are timeless. Justice, sincerity, and unity are principles to hold on to at every moment. Preparing for his time means living those values every day. The world may not change overnight, but hearts can change right now. If these insights helped bring clarity, share this message. Spread knowledge that uplifts and connects, and always keep the intention sincere, seeking truth, not hype. The signs may be close, but the journey of preparation begins with you.